Hey guys, it's Paige here, and I know I said I wasn't going to be making like a Fnaf Haul video anytime soon because Christmas shopping my mom's doing. However, I was able to buy a bunch of Fnaf stuff today that I'm really excited to share with you guys, as this is some stuff I was never expecting on ever getting, especially 4 of these items. The other 4 items I would have probably gotten eventually, but the other 4 I probably would have never gotten, and I honestly didn't even know these existed until today, and I'm really happy I ended up picking them up because they were a really good price. Sorry, my voice. They were a really good price, so I'm really happy I ended up picking them up. But here is the big bag of FNAF stuff we have for today. So basically, I wasn't even planning on going shopping today. The only reason I even went to the mall or any other stores is because me and my friend were hanging out. And the plan was, I feel like originally was just to go to Bath and Body Works because they had new Stranger Things stuff come out. Which, I mean, we did end up going there, but we also ended up checking out a bunch of other places in the mall, like such as like Spencer's and Kohl's and all that. And we also stopped into Showcase, and I love Showcase. And if you guys have been watching my videos, you would know that Showcase is the one place in the mall that has a good amount of FNAF stuff. So I was really excited when I went in there and I found 4 items, mainly 2 of these items, but the other 2 were also pretty nice. But I walked in and saw the new Ruin plushies that had just released, and I was in shock. I literally had my mouth like, because bro, I was not expecting, because I know GameStop recently released them. However, I don't know if my GameStop has gotten them yet. But I was not expecting Showcase to have them, if I'm being honest. So when I saw they had 4 boxes full of them, I was in shock. And I even turned to my friend right away, sorry. And I was like, my mom's not gonna let me buy these, because I figured she may have already bought me them for Christmas, even though they just came out. I was like, you never know. But I ended up snapping her a picture of them and sending it to her just to see what she would say. And she ended up saying like, oh, I haven't bought those yet, like if you want to get them you can. And I was like, hell yeah. So I immediately picked them up and I took them in my hands. And I should be showing you guys the plushies while I explain it. That'd be such a better use of my time. But yeah, so basically she was like, if you want to get them you can. So I ended up picking them both up, and I did put them in the box that they came in. The lady sadly didn't let me take the box with me. I really wanted it though. I want to say these are really soft actually. Now that I'm like feeling them, they are pretty soft. But yeah, I really like the detailing on them also. But yeah, so I picked these 2 up, and always at Showcase it's buy 3 get 1 free. So my mom was like, why don't you pick 2 of each up? So get 2 suns and get 2 moons. And I was like, okay, I will do that. And so that's what I was originally going to do. But then in the picture I had, my mom had seen the Goodstufr plushies, and she was like, oh, what are those? And I was like, oh, I have one of those already. Like, you remember the Chica one I got? And she's like, oh yeah, I remember that. And she's like, well, why don't you get those 2 instead of getting duplicates of these? And I was like, you know what, sure. So I grabbed those instead. Sorry, there you guys go. And then the tush tag, if any of you want to see it. But yeah, so I picked those 2 up, and funnily enough, they were both the sun and moon ones too. They actually also had a Roxanne one, but out of the 3, I wanted these ones the most. I think these 2 are the more quote-unquote rarer ones out of the batch, but I could be wrong. I don't really know. But I'm happy to have these, as I do want all of these plushies. Like, they're not my favorite FNAF plushies, but I think they're still fine. Here is the tag. But yeah, as you know, I only have the Glamrock Chica, so any of these were fine. But I picked up the Sun and Moon ones because I do think they look pretty good. Again, not my favorites, but they still look fine. And then it was kind of sad, honestly, when I was getting checked out and all that. The lady at the cash register said that they had gotten like a bunch of the stuff in, and some of the stuff being the action figures. And for sure they got in the Eclipse one. I'm not sure if they got in Roxy or Chica, but they sadly had sold out. I don't know when they got them specifically, but they had already sold out by the time I got there, which was really sad. But I'm just honestly so excited that they had these two plushies, because when I saw these came out, I loved them. More this one than this one. This one's just the better one. But I think they're still both really cool, and I'm really happy to have them part of my collection, because again, I love the plushies so much. And then yeah, these two are also really nice. All these plushies are really soft, and I do like the detailing on some with like all the little stars. So yeah, these will go right up next to my Chica. We'll put them, they will stand. We'll put them there. There we go. You won't be able to see this, but I'm putting them right here. My other plush. There we go. But yeah, so that was it for showcase. Really happy with everything. And sorry, I'm gonna cut myself off. I don't know why I said sorry. Anyway, pricing, if anyone's curious, this is in Canadian dollars, so if you are in anywhere else in the world, will be different. But for me as a Canadian, these two, the Goodstufr plushies, were $9.99 each, and then the Funko plushies were $19.99. Much better than what I would have paid online, so I'm not complaining. But just for anyone curious about the prices. And I ended up getting one of these free, because the buy 3 get 1 free. So yeah, now we did end up going to 2 thrift stores. One of the newer ones that just opened in my area. No idea how to pronounce the name. But we went in there. Not much, honestly. I was looking for any like Fnaf t-shirts and Fnaf plushies. I didn't find any, which was really depressing. Yeah, nothing there, which was kind of sad. I really wanted to find something, but we didn't. But we went to the second thrift store, aka Value Village, which this one has been around for so long. But anyway, I honestly wasn't expecting to find anything. It was getting pretty late, and by pretty late I mean like 8 o'clock. But I was ready to go home. I really had to go to the bathroom. I really had to pee. But so we were trying to like hurry this trip up, because I think we both wanted to go home at this point. So we were looking at the shirts for any FNAF shirts. We were looking at some other stuff. We were looking for a VHS tape, TBH, because my friend really wants to watch VHSs. But anyway, we were looking for those, and we were looking in shirts again for any Five Nights at Freddy's shirts. I didn't find anything, and then she was getting ready to leave. She's like, "Hey, like, are we ready to go?" And I'm like, "Wait 1 second, like, I want to go look at the plushies." So she continued to look at the shirts, and I went over to the plushies. There's like 2 little sections of plushies. There's one like near the clothing, and then one more into the toy section. So I looked at the smaller one first, and I was like digging, because there was a crap ton of plushies. I couldn't find anything. And let me remind y'all, I don't think I've ever said this on this channel, but my mom has found a lot of FNAF stuff at the thrift store. She's found 2 Funko Pops. One was Springtrap, and one was a Blacklight Freddy. So I'm looking over to where they are. And then she found technically 3. I only own 2. 2 of these giant boxies. I had 3. I did have to sadly get rid of one because I just didn't have the space. And then the cupcake my mom also found at Value Village. So like, this thrift store has some FNAF stuff. So I'm always hopeful when I go there. But every time I have gone, there's been nothing. However, this time they have some stuff. And she also found me a FNAF shirt there, which is one of my favorite FNAF shirts. It's my Chica FNAF shirt. I think I've worn it in 2 videos, so you guys have probably seen it before. That shirt my mom got me from Value, which I love. Anyway, I found 4 FNAF plushies at the store, and honestly, I was in shock at first, because I immediately picked them all up, because I'm like, what the heck? But then I was also, I'm gonna be honest, a little ugly and a little strange, but I had never seen these plushies before. I mean, they kind of looked familiar, but I couldn't place where I'd seen them before. I now know where I've seen them, which I'll get to in a minute. But I found a bunch of good stuffed plushies. I got all 4 of them, and like, I had no words. I immediately called my mom, because I'm like, yo, because I didn't want to text her, because I didn't know if she was still busy, so I called her just to see if she'd answer. She ended up answering, and I told her, I'm like, bro, I found 4 FNAF plushies. I've never seen these ones before. I don't know what brand they are because whoever recently owned them before I did, cut all the tags off, so I had no idea what brand they were. But so I'm telling my mom all this, and I'm like, I don't know if I should get them. Like, I didn't know, and I'm like, I'll send you some pictures so you can see. And so I sent my mom all my pictures. And by all my pictures, I mean the one picture. And she's like, oh, like, I've seen those online before, like, for $3.99, because all 4 of them were all $3.99 each. There you go. All of them were $3.99 each, so she's like, well, I've seen them online before. If they're all $3.99 each, I would get them. And I was like, okay. So I immediately grabbed them, and I went up to self-checkout. And then, my mom later on was like, well, if you don't want them, if you don't like them, you don't have to get them. And I was like, thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't want them. Like, I've never seen these before. Because she was saying, like, she's like, oh, they could be knockoffs. Like, I don't know. And I was like, I'll figure it out later, like, what brand they are. Sorry. So, I got home, showed my mom all the stuff I got, even though she already knew all the stuff I got, but I was like, I'm gonna show her. I ended up going downstairs, and I was like, I'm gonna figure out what these are. And the website I always use is a Wikipedia. I use Five Nights at Freddy's wiki. It's like a fandom website, and I just go in the plush section. Because I swear I had seen these before. So I'm scrolling down, and it's in the good stuff section. This is what I'm looking at. So yeah, these are Goodstufr Standing chibi plushies. And I was trying to figure out, because this is, honestly, I'll be honest with you guys, this is my second time filming this video. I tried to Google search how much these plushies, like, went for, because I have no idea. I was getting multiple different prices, but it was like Walmart listings. One of them was like 44 something, one of them was like, I think 10 something or 11 something. One of them was like 19 something, and the other one was also, I think, 20 something. So I was like, I don't really know. These are Goodstufr plushies. They're pretty small, but I think they're okay quality, and they're $9.99 each. These are pretty bigger, or decent. I want to say probably roughly $15 each for these. Or like $14.99 each. That's my estimate or my guess on how much these went for. Because I went on the Goodstufr website and they aren't on there anymore, so I don't know if they don't sell these anymore. I don't know. If you guys have any idea of how much these are, what they go for, if Goodstufr even sells them anymore. Obviously, you can probably get them off eBay. I could check eBay to see how much they're going for on there, but I don't care that much. I'm just curious. Honestly, I might end up looking later on to see how much they could go for, but yeah, that's just a couple prices I've seen online just from a quick Google search. But I am just genuinely curious on how much they could be. But I was not expecting to find anything FNAF related at Value Village. And my friend was also like, we scored, like she was like so happy for me that I got all these, and I'm like, yay. And I was like holding my bag, and I'm like, bro, this bag is stuffed full of FNAF stuff. It was honest. I spent a lot of money. I did. But I mean, I'm happy with everything I got, so I'm not complaining. And I'm happy to have made a haul video for you guys, because obviously I won't be able to buy a lot of FNAF stuff in the coming months because Christmas is getting closer. But I'm happy I was able to make this one. Obviously, I'll try to make other videos. I might make a video reviewing these guys more in depth, maybe. Or maybe these guys. I mean, I'm not really sure yet. But yeah, at least when I do my updated FNAF plush collection, I will for sure have a good variety of plushies. Because before this, I had no Goodstufr plushies minus one. I only had one Goodstufr plushie. And now I have so many. So, I am so excited to make that video for you guys. But yeah, not much going on, just 4 plushies for today. I do hope to get all the other ruined stuff, like all the Funko Pops. Those are really sick. I also really want the action figures. I'm still on the lookout for the new mystery minis, the 10th anniversary ones. Those are so fucking cool. And if you guys couldn't tell from my shelves and my like room tour basically, or collection haul, I have a shit ton of mystery minis. I want those new ones. They are sick as fuck. And then I've also been seeing the new marionette puppet Funko Pop. That one is sick as fuck too. It is sadly a stupid Hot Topic exclusive. So probably have to get that off eBay unless Amazon for some reason sells it, which I highly doubt. So I'll probably end up paying an arm and a leg for that, which is really sad. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I was rambling on for a little bit, but I hope you guys liked everything I got. I'm really happy with everything I got. And I already posted it on my Instagram, which is always tagged down below if you want to go check that out. But yeah, I'll see you guys hopefully soon for another video, but